Hey guys, Red Row Tom here with a video discussing my VGC team for this upcoming season. It's going to be a lot of changes once the events start happening on the West Coast, just like last year, so this is just what I'm starting with. It's going to change. I know it's going to change, so hopefully I can adjust fast enough for the events on the East Coast. I'm starting off with the Cottonee as a lead, and I'm doing that because I figured Leech Seed Substitute is probably one of the worst ways to lose a match. And Whimsicott's defenses can only hit about 137 and 139 with Calm Nature and 252 EVs. So I went with a Cottonee holding an Eviolite, and I did that because I can get the defenses to about 168 with both defense and special defense on a Calm Nature and 252 EVs. I figured that bonus was definitely going to negate the slight decrease in hit points. Plus, with a Leech Seed, the less hit points you have, the more hit points percentage-wise, you gain back at the end of every turn. The taunt is definitely necessary on the Cottonee as a lead because there is just so much stuff out there that's looking to set up, and if I can stop that, all the better. I also put Cotton Guard on there because a double increase in physical defense is insane, and being able to do that 2 times in a row under somebody's radar and then take out their special sweepers and sit on their physical sweepers and Leech Seed them to death is pretty entertaining from my standpoint. So I had to pair him with something that might keep him around a turn or two so we can get those Leech Seeds out and to get the Cotton Guards up. So I figured Archeops was a good option. He's got ridiculously high attack. I opted for the Jolly Nature instead of the Adamant Nature. I didn't think that the over 200 attack was 100% necessary, and that increase in speed I think was definitely the way to go overall. I'm going to try and swap them back and forth just to test out to see which one is definitely going to make the cut for the final team. I coupled them with a Flight Gem and Acrobatics because it does monster damage to Lead Amoongus and to a lot of stuff that starts right off the bat. The fake out cat with the hands, I don't even remember, Minshu or Minasho or whatever his name is, he takes a heavy hit from Acrobatics right off the bat. Most of the time he's holding a Focus Sash, but oh well, if he's down to 1 hit point, he's down to 1 hit point. Then I take him out next turn with Rock Slide, next move on his list. Rock Slide's there for flying damage and to cut down flyers and to cut down fire types that are really going to put a hindrance on Cottonee, especially that irritating Chandelier. I really, he can do a big number on Cottonee. So I decided Rock Slide was the way to go there. I had to put Protect on him just because there are times when he just needs to be able to protect and survive an extra turn and either, have an opponent drop due to Leech Seed or something. There have been some significant times when Protect helps. It's VGC. You always put Protect on something if you can, if you need to. And I put U-Turn on him because there have been times when I just need that ability to switch out and get something else better in its place, and to be able to take damage a little bit better and for better type coverage. So U-Turn is definitely the way to go, I thought, with him. Plus, it really helps against lead Psychic types. I've seen lead Psychic types take at least a half, if not 2/3 damage from a U-Turn. So it helps. In the back row, I've got a anti-Trick Room Scrafty, because no matter how hard I try, sometimes they can just get the Trick Room up, and I figured build an anti-Trick Room poke, throw them in the back row, see what happens. It worked really well with the U-Turn because I can either U-Turn him out, and if Archeops doesn't survive the U-Turn in the Trick Room, then I can switch into him free of charge. Went with a Brave Nature to drop the speed down as low as humanly possible. Went with 0 EVs, or 0 IVs in speed to get a speed. I think it's like 56 or something, a level 50. Brave Nature is going to bring his attack up even higher, which is nice. I put 252 EVs in his attack, and I made him a little bulky because sometimes he just needs to be able to hang on just a little bit more. I put 124 EVs in each defense and special defense, bringing them to about 151 a piece at level 50. And then those were additional 8 EVs I put into into hit points just to bring them up over 140. I've had to put Fake Out on there because I had no priority moves anywhere on my team, and I needed to get some kind of priority. So Fake Out was the way to go with that. Detect, like Protect, if you need it, put it on there. That's what I did. Drain Punch is a nice stab, and it also aids in his survivability a little bit because he can get some stabs in and get a stab Drain Punch off and really bring back some health, especially considering I put a Life Orb on there just to increase damage output. And then there was Crunch. I needed to put Crunch on him because it was stab, and it hits those ghost types like no tomorrow. There's two of them. It's Mr. Pringles. I don't like him. And that stupid Hanging Lamp. I don't like him. I mean, they're really cool pokes, but they're ghost types, and they hit me really, really hard, so I needed a way to get them out of the way. And most of the time they are special, so if I can wipe them out, like I said, and just sit back on physical sweepers, I can rely on my Cottonee and just kind of Leech Seed win. And the last poke I've got is Galvantula, another way of getting rid of Mr. Pringles, which is really nice. I'm using a Focus Sash on him because he gets eaten sometimes as soon as he comes out, just because he's kind of frail. I went with a standard special sweep build with him, 252 EVs in speed, 252 EVs in special attack on a timid nature to get his speed. It's about 174 at level 50. Gave him Bug Buzz for the stab to eat up any dark types, any psychic types that are out there. Gave him Thunder. He's got Compound Eyes. I'm not really worried about the miss factor. It's happened once or twice, but it's a lot better than it is normally. I put Protect on there because, like I said, it's Protect. And the interesting little bit there was his hidden power. I decided for him I needed some way of damaging flying and dragon types. So I went with Hidden Power Ice. And I know it drops his speed down by a point. It's not 175, it's 174. But it's really come in handy before against those djinns. So that's what my team has been. I built that. I ran on Pokemon Online for a little while, and it's done all right. I'd say mediocre, fair to average. It's winning just about as much as it's losing, give or take. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, but depends on who I'm playing and what I'm playing, really. I really get a feeling like I'm seeing way more djinns on Pokemon Online with perfect IVs than I will at the actual event. Only because the RNG manipulation for that seems to be way more difficult than anything that it's beyond anything that I can comprehend. Not to say that the people can't do it, but I just feel that it's a lot less likely than RNG work was last year with 4th gen RNG mechanics. So it is what it is. If you guys want to comment or rate or do whatever you want to do to this video, go right ahead. I look forward to any input, and yeah, thanks for watching.